What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Streaming Matters. How you doing, Alvin?
Bro, how you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Here it is,
It's a
Friday.
yeah, it's a
Friday.
Friday, but it's like not like you have to go to work today or anything, right? So you know,
And don't judge me. Don't judge me. No, I didn't
oh,
work
I'm
today.
not judging you. Hey, I did not like I'm going to
I
work.
did. I did do some schoolwork though. I'm doing some
Yeah.
schoolwork. I did get my
Okay.
schoolwork done today, so
Okay.
I'm good there. So if you guys not watched our show before, this is Streaming Matters. We tend to jump around on a lot of streaming topics, um, software, equipment that will help for your streaming quality and enjoyment. We also talk about tech stuff. We'll talk about movies, TV shows. We'll also talk about a little bit of gaming. It's a lot of the topics. It's whatever's important to us, and we'll throw it out there and hopefully to help you save some money. We give lots of advice. Don't tell, it's not a cookie cutter solution for saving money, but we'll give you some options. And if you watch us and join our groups, you can save some money. But that's up to you. I mean, it puts a little bit of work. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. We've got a few people, and tried to get the show started as close to 5 o'clock. And we are being simulcasted right now. You can see it if you have the VR big screen for the Oculus. So if you got one of these mugs right here, you can watch us on big screen. We're being broadcast right now. The beach is broadcasting us. The room is right below. You're able to join us, and you can see me and Alban in humongous screen if you'd like to do that. So, uh, yeah, so we're having a good time. So we're going to talk about a lot. We got a lot of topics because last week we had some great guests. And I want to thank Turks as well as Cman for jumping in. Cman will be here in just a little bit, but they rejoined us on the show, and I only had an hour, and so a lot of topics carried over from last week. I think we're going to talk about some of that stuff today. So got a lot of topics.
Yeah.
Um, so one of the things we usually like to do, and Alban and I both feel like it's important that people are watching us live, and we like to say hi to you. So if you can take some time out of your busy day to watch us live, we'd like to give you a shout out. So we'll run through some of the folks that were in here. Steve was here early. He was in here an hour early. Didn't want to miss it. So really appreciate him hanging in with us. Eddie's with us. So heal. Luis, Monkey 28, Red's with us, and again, there's the beach showing the code there that for big screen. Carl, what's up, my man? My man Carl's been on the show numerous times. Glad to see he's around. He's busy guy. He's working. He's a tech guy. Does a lot of work. Nookie, what's up, my dear? So she's hanging with us. Theodore's hanging with us today, as well as Trevor. Again, they're always watching us, along with Honeybees watching us every week. Tim, thank you for your joining us every week, and 619 and
And
Michael, yep, always watching us. And Leon, thank you for hanging with us. Technic watches us quite a bit, and we know Chuck. He's always in there. He's lurking.
uh,
So awesome help. Hey Chuck, how you doing? And Flick Chicks, how you doing, my dear?
hey,
Yeah, nice to see her in there. And Heavy Metal's hanging with us. DJ, I hope you're doing well,
hey,
DJ. It's nice to see you, DJ. Mr. E's hanging with us. Patty, thank you for hanging with us, Patty. Trevor, I think I said Trevor, but if not, I can't remember if I said,
no, you didn't.
pointed out Trevor.
So what's up,
Uh,
Trav?
yeah, yeah, Tribalize is hanging with us. So it's good to see him. And Stuart, as always. So we got a lot of our regular people, and I'm going to tell you that these people hang with us every Friday, and so it's awesome, and it's an honor to have to them to watch us live and take 1 to 2 hours every Friday. Because anybody that was watch my show, they know it can run 2 hours.
Yeah.
Dabs doesn't have a problem talking.
No, you don't.
Oh, I got my drink. Oh, Roger's over there. Roger's hanging there. He's in the VR. He's
Okay.
in there. Yep. Troy, and did I see Mr. Funster B? Yes, my man, Funster. So a lot of us, like people that watch us on a regular basis. So again, thank you for you guys tuning in live to watch us. And if you have any questions, and to be honest, when I'm looking at this, we got 50 people watching, and Auburn, the people that are over here watching live are not your newbies. Most of these
No,
people that are watching are very, they're veterans.
knowledgeable.
So they don't
Yep.
have too many questions a lot of times because they're in the know. Most of these people are in our Telegram chats, and so they are very knowledgeable. So sometimes they don't ask all those newbie questions because they're very knowledgeable. And they've been hanging with us, so hang with us and you'll learn. You'll learn and you'll turn this off because there's a lot of information. Donald's got some massive knowledge, and again, hit him up on Telegram. One of these days, I'm gonna get him on the show. He's got some knowledge about finding links and finding alternative sources. So he does a really great job. So all right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and get cranking in this, and we'll
Okay.
try to run through our topics. Alban, do your best to
Yeah, I'll keep
watch the
my eye
side
on.
chat if
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
I'm
people
trying.
because I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna open up and share my other screen, and so when that's open, I tend
Mhm.
to not see the other people.
Yeah.
So one of the things. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll talk about this topic first. We like to a lot of our. This is something near and dear to me. This the K word. YouTube does not like that word, but this particular topic is near and dear to my heart. Anybody that knows me knows that it is. A few topics that I thought we'd throw it out there so that you can go ahead and get aware of this. So we've had some people asking about Venom, and there's been a few Venom forks. I was looking at the Umbrella Venom fork, and the developer on that seems to be really trying to be really active. He's trying to make some improvements. He's not just forking the add-on; he's actually trying to make some improvements. So, if you're a person that enjoyed the Venom add-on, you may want to do a little search. And there is a repository that has the Umbrella add-on. You may want to check that out if you're looking for a alternative to Venom. Another one that I've mentioned maybe once is Ezra, which is a Fen fork. So if you used the Fen add-on in the past, Ezra is a very good, viable option that you may want to check out. Again, not any one add-on works for everybody. I tell people all the time, check them out, see which one
Yeah.
fits your
Fits
taste.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because not all of them fit you, even if they will say, "Oh, it's good, it's fast," or it's lots of results. If it just doesn't work for you, like, not as in work as in giving you the links, but
Working. Mhm.
if it just doesn't the layout doesn't make sense to you or some different things like that, move on to another one, to find something else. So, um, the Ezras I've been testing it, and it does a really good job for people that liked the Fen add-on. Again, this is another developer, and he has been upgrading scrapers, and that is the biggest thing in our add-ons that are scraper based is that you need to improve the scrapers because websites go down, websites change, websites implement code that blocks the K app, and so you need a developer that is going to keep up with the scrapers. And I've noticed that those particular add-ons, the Umbrella and Ezra, have been doing a good job with updating some scrapers, as well as other add-ons are. But just you may want to check it out. I have been kind of tinkering around with it. I jump from add-on to add-ons just to get a feel. Another thing that came up this week, and I thought I would go ahead mention, and that was what was it? Swifty. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but Swifty add-on, which was in the Codeverse add-on, is no longer in the Codeverse add-on. It is in its own repository. So if you were a fan of that particular add-on, you're going to need to do a little research on Telegram, and you'll be able to find its repository. I don't have the URL for that repository, but you're going to want to check that out. If that was an add-on, you're going to want to update the your build so that you get the proper repository. And my last thing that I was going to talk about with the K app, and that is a situation with the crew. And the crew has been having some issue with their sports scrapers, their sports. package that are pulling from certain websites. And again, this is a free add-on, and there's a lot of work that goes into these scrapers for
Oh
these
yeah.
sports add-ons. And I have seen some people being jerks, um, because of MLB being down or sports links not working. And we're talking about a free add-on, right? It's a
Yep.
completely free add-on that gives you free
Mhm.
links to sporting events or whatever, and people are being dicks
Mhm.
because they wanted their links to work. And it's like, wait a minute. A lot of the times when these links go down, this is out of the control of the developers crew.
Developing. Right.
The crew didn't say, well, we're just going to take out the links and just screw everybody. No, a lot of times,
They're
the
working
web,
harder than you would believe to
yeah,
get them to work, you know?
yeah, you're exactly right, and they do everything they can do, but sometimes the websites block it. The websites change. The websites get taken down. So when that happens, the links that you normally see in that add-on, or even any other add-ons that have are linked to certain websites, it's not going to work anymore. So uh, it baffles me. It blows me away. It pisses me off when I see people demand, or when are you going to fix it? That was one of the things I saw on a thing in the Telegram group earlier this week. And it says MLB's not working. When you fixing it? It to me just, I don't work on the the crew add-on. I have nothing to do with it. But what pisses me off is I have respect for anybody that's willing to put in their own free time and blood, sweat, and tears to make these add-ons work. And then you have somebody that is demanding that you fix something you're giving to them for free. Um, so the MLB has been having some issue, or yeah, MLB has been
Mhm.
having some issues in crew, and they're working to try to fix it. There is some links that work and some don't, um, but you know what? Show some gratitude for the work that they do, and for the hassle that these guys put up with every single week to give you free links. If you are not happy with them giving you free links, go pay for cable TV, satellite TV, or a subscription to something to get you those things. So, uh, yeah, I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but I saw that this week and it just ticked me off because I'm thinking the how rude to be.
Audacity.
Yeah, the audacity, the entitlement that they should be fixing things so that you could watch it for free, and you expect them to get it. So when it gets fixed, it gets fixed. There is other options. I know that Matt Titan and Loop, they've been doing a good job. I think Asgard has some of those links, but look for some other options that are working at the time, and wait for when the crew gets back. The crew is, to me, honestly, they've been around a long time and they do a fabulous job, and they have been a mainstay. So
They have been.
yeah, and to have some issues, and the websites that they were using or pulling from is no longer pulling the links. Sorry, they don't, it's not like they go and get you the actual feeds. They're having to rely on websites. So yeah, so have some faith, have some patience, have some gratitude to the work that them as well as others are doing for you to have free content. A lot of times free add-ons, it's like it just blows me away. People don't understand the work that goes on behind
Right,
to make an add-on work.
and I think you still have to even give credit to these guys, because even if you were to, go to their Telegram group, they're gonna tell
Mhm.
you something is wrong. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? A lot of times they will say, "Hey, this is what's up with this," you know.
Mhm.
So don't be knocking them.
Yeah.
They're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you're
you
right.
know.
It is. So yeah, I just think people don't understand the work that goes on. They don't not You have no idea from any of the add-ons. I mean, I am grateful to all the people that create add-ons or maintain add-ons, even if I don't use it, because there's a lot of work that goes on for these folks that to provide you content. So that's all I have to do. Just be grateful to some of those
Yep.
folks. So,
Yep.
um,
Because you got to be happy that they're doing it. Because if they weren't doing it at all, where would you be?
yeah, yeah.
You
So
know.
what's up, C-Man?
Hey guys, can everybody hear me
Hey.
okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I see Chuck posted there. Yeah, something has changed again on the MLB site. And again, they're having to pull from a site, and when it goes down, where they or a lot of times, folks, you don't understand. A lot of these websites block the K app and do everything they can do to keep from um, the K
You didn't
app
see anything.
users from using it. They because it's bandwidth that the website is losing and not making any money. So yeah, it happens. So yeah, there's other options. There's other options. See, man, how are you? Here's you're a guy that again that does all kinds of work, and I see the. I don't think people give you thanks enough to for some of the stuff you guys for you and the team. You there?
See, man,
Sorry, I
you
was
hear us?
having technical difficulties here.
Yeah.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, thank you for some of the work that you do with your team and getting links to work and being able to pull content for users for free. And people, I don't think people understand the work that goes on behind the scenes to make it
Oh,
happen.
sure. Yeah. I mean, it is a lot of work, but it has its reward. So,
Yeah. So you got that big house? Is that what it does? Those rewards you got? You're able to buy that mansion because you see
yeah,
I'm living
no,
in a mansion. Nothing like that.
Nope.
So, all right, I was going to go ahead and I was going to hit down a few topics. See, man, if
Okay.
there's any of these topics as we're rolling through, if you got something to jump in there,
Yeah.
just like getting on the highway,
Hmm.
they're around Dallas. You just got to push your way in because,
no
um,
problem. Will do.
so we got a few things, and Alban found some stuff in the HCA, which is the Hollywood Critics Association TV Awards. The second annual one is popping up. And the reason why I think that this is a good topic is sometimes people are not sure what shows to watch or stuff like that. If you take a look at some of the award shows, it may clue you in on something that you're not normally watching and that you may want to go and to take a look at. So, one of the things that the HCA, the Hollywood Critics Association, they're breaking it up, which the grant or the Critics' Choices don't do this. They breaking it up, and they break up is in cable. Let's see if I can get this bigger here. So they're splitting it up so that the cable and broadcast are their own unique groups. So meaning your cable TV uh, stuff will have categories, as well as your broadcast, your ABC, NBC, CBS will have their own group, as well as they're giving streaming nominations. So for your streaming content, they'll be able to offer you their own awards for that. So this is an example here. It says best broadcast network series drama. You've got Fox, well, you get 911 or 911 Lone Star. So these are all the stuff that's on your normal broadcast stations, your CBS, ABC, Fox. Then it has the same for drama. They'll break it into the to cable. So you got your AMC, the Sci-Fi, HBO. So this is a good way, and I think this is fair because th- it gives you a fair comparison. So the broadcast, your major networks are competing against the major networks. Your cable channels are competing against the cable channels. And again, it just gives you a little bit of some options. It also has categories for streaming content. So I have it
Mm.
here. So here it is for best streaming series drama. We had Loki, Ozark, Severance, Squid Games, all of those things. So breaking it up, I think, is a neat way. So you're going to have more winners, but they're competing against things that are on a level playing field. And so I thought that was really neat. And I think that if you're curious about some shows, take a look at some of these awards shows to find you some content. I didn't really get into Succession until I saw them win awards a couple years ago, and they had
Mhm.
won a bunch of for the I think it was for the Grammys, or no, the Emmys. They won it for the
And
Emmys. The Grammys is music for the
yeah,
Emmys, and I said they won like 2 or 3 awards. I'm like, wait a minute, they won a bunch. Maybe I should check that show out. And I watched Succession, and I'm like, holy shit, this show is awesome. um, so take a look at some of these award shows, and you may find a little diamond in the rough of
yeah.
some shows that
That's
really
how you
blow you
find
away.
stuff. That's how you find a lot of stuff that you didn't catch up on,
Yeah.
unless try to watch everything like me. You know,
Yeah. Well, you do watch you do
a
watch a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So we've got so we've got a lot of the awards are coming up. So you're
Hmm.
gonna have this, and then the Emmys I think are coming up real soon. So you've got a bunch of stuff to get that list and to check it out. So I've been
Yeah, we
checking
have
out.
the list. I thought we put the list up. Oh, it's on the Player Pass, but I'll put it
Okay.
in the streaming matters room. The Emmy list.
Yeah. And so I did see this when I was reading this is so for the cable
Hmm.
Succession 11 nominations,
Yeah.
12 nominations for This Is Us. And that was so This Is Us got 12 nominations for broadcast network drama, and then Succession got 11 nominations for cable drama series.
Right.
Um, so, and What We Do in the
I think.
Shadows.
Wait, did it say it got them? Because I thought that they didn't get anything.
No, it
I
said
think they got snubbed.
HBO's
No.
second place with 11 nominations. It's
Hmm.
nomination because now have the awards already been, because this was from the 7th.
Right.
So
No,
Succession came
because
in
I
second place.
right. No, but I thought that This Is Us didn't get anything
Now it got 12
eventually.
nominations. So
Okay.
unless this,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
unless they
if it's
lied.
well,
Uh-huh.
no, unless it's already aired, because this article was from the 7th,
Right.
July 7th. So I don't think the show has. I don't think they've given out
Okay.
the awards yet, but definitely you guys should check out some of this. This Is Us is tried to watch this. It's not my kind of show, but a
No,
lot
I
of people
loved
love
it.
it. A lot
I
of people
love
love
it.
it.
I loved it. And it's over now at least, but
Okay.
it was really good.
So, yeah. So I've got both. If you guys are wanting to know, for the show, I put all of the links down below in the descriptions. So if you're wanting to find, you don't have to, try to read the small print up here. You
Yeah.
actually look in the description below, and you'll be able to find the links, and then you know read it yourself about that. But yeah, this HCA awards, I like that. And again, this is only second annual one, but I think that this is a good award show. And I think that
Hmm.
think it's going to do well. Hey, I'll ask a question. Cman, any new shows that you've fallen in love with over the last week or so? That's not to try to put you on the spot, but
Um, no, we just started watching Murders in the Building last night. It's a pretty cute show.
a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
We watched 4 episodes. I thought it was pretty good.
The Old Man. Have either one of you two watched The Old
Yes,
Man? That's
No,
good.
I didn't start it yet. I have it there
The
on my
Old
list
Man's
to watch.
really good, and Blackbird's all really good.
Blackbird is good, yeah. Blackbird's good.
I haven't watched Blackbird, but definitely The Old Man. I enjoy that so far. It's good. I mean, the actors, some really good actors that are old.
Hmm.
There's some
Yeah.
actors that are really good. Um, and when we were watching that, and it's a good writing and good acting in that. So,
Hmm.
um, one of the shows I watched, and I posted it for you guys. You guys probably saw it in Streaming Matters or in the Player Pass room. And I started watching Letter Kenny.
Yeah.
One of my buddies down in North Carolina said, "You need to watch Letter Kenny since you're in Canada. You need to watch Letter Kenny." I'm like, I ain't never heard of it. There's like
Hmm.
11 seasons of it. They're like
Yeah. I got them all
23-minute
already.
episodes. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that shit is funny as hell. And if you're Canadian, you've got to watch it because I'm not Canadian, but some of the quotes and the lingo is
Mhm.
funny as hell. I mean, it is fabulous writing. The jokes, if you like The Office or some of that kind of stuff, this is right along that same kind of genre. But definitely, for anyone that's Canadian, is going to love it. And me being, transplanted here, I listen to some of
Yeah.
their accents and the things they say, and I'm like, what did he just say? And it's definitely PG-13. Their writing is pretty, yeah, but something people need to check. It's good. Letter Kenny.
Mhm.
I don't know. Did somebody? I was looking. Does anybody else
Um,
in the side chat throw out some TV shows? Because sometimes
um,
The
love
terminal
TJ
list
Hooker.
was good too.
the terminal list
Terminal
is good.
List
Yeah.
was fabulous.
I thought it was
Yeah.
great.
That is a fabulous show. TJ Hooker at Adam 12.
Hey, can't beat those two. Hey, listen. No,
Yeah.
shout out to oh now I forgot his name. One of the actors from uh Hill Street Blues died. One of the
Hmm.
black cops. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name. Um, what was his name? Let me think. Give me a second. I think. Oh, I hate that. Hate getting old.
Hey, Dark Winds is
What's
another
his?
one that a lot of people liked. Go ahead.
Teron Black
Okay.
died. That he was the one of the detectives on Hill Street Blues. The black guy who wore that cap who had a white partner. So he was
Yeah, I probably
82.
remember. I mean,
Yeah, you
we used to
if you
watch
see
Hill Street
him,
Blues. I used to watch
yeah,
it all the time.
yeah, that was a great show.
Corner Gas, Luis. I'm gonna check that out. Airwolf, old
Hey,
stuff. Yeah, those
that's
are
some
good
good
stuff.
stuff. You know,
Resident Evil.
the new
I
one.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
did you
know.
watch it or?
I've gotten about halfway through the episodes.
Yeah.
No, it's. I don't know. The acting is not good. The writing isn't that good.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm gonna
watched
finish it.
2 episodes. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's it's not good.
Oh
I
boy.
wasn't enjoying it. We're like gonna finish it just for, because it's like in the
For
genre
people's
that
sake.
Blue and I like. But
Right.
yeah, so yeah, I'm not. I'm
Uh,
not gonna do it. So
there's that other one there. That's out now. Another one from I think it's the UK. Um, oh, I can't think of the name. I watch too much stuff. I need to be committed. Uh,
yes, you do.
yeah, I do.
Oh
I
man,
can't remember the name of the show unless I look at my Plex.
look at there. Naked found his way back. He missed us last week, but he found his way this
Oh,
week.
hey,
Yeah, I got it. I caught him
got him.
on the front.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he missed us
Uh,
last week, so he's making
yeah.
up for it. All right, so Stranger Things. I do think this fourth season is better than the third season, in my opinion. But if you're just got to have some extra time, that's a long. Those last two episodes are pretty good. Look at Plex. Drink up, smoke up. Um,
And we
all right,
have some Plex news for today
we
also.
do, we do have
Yeah.
some. All right, so I was going to move. Let's hit on this. So this is, I think that again, we try to find topics that not only about streaming, but things that affect you. How many of us get that damn warranty
Oh
robocalls?
man.
Well,
Oh,
in the U.S.,
Me.
the FCC has put a cease and desist on there's one company that's actually
mhm.
doing all the calling. They
Yep.
said since 2018, 8 billion robocalls were generated. 8 billion since
Man.
Wow.
2018, and I think I got probably a billion of them. Especially, I mean, my phone number's still in the U.S., but I get the robocalls here, and it's like,
Right.
we were looking at your
Oh
warranty ran
man.
out.
Yeah.
So the FCC's went after them and has gave them notice, and it had on here, gives them notice that they had within 48 hours to cease and desist. So you may you may see a cut down on those. Now, not to say they won't start up another company
Yep.
and do something like that, but they basically, they're saying it's one major company and then they have like subsidiaries. So we may see the FCC really going after some of those robocalls, which all of us hate that. I mean, I'm sorry,
Oh man,
it just goes on and on.
what it does to a network is just it's criminal. It really
Yeah.
is.
So yeah, I mean, it's I don't even pick up my phone if I don't have you on my. If
Yeah.
you're not a
Mhm.
number that I recognize,
Yep.
I ignore it. And
Yeah, you
it's,
got to
Same
be on my
hey,
here.
call list.
you better send me a text or leave a
Yep.
voicemail because
Yeah.
I'm not even picking it up, and that's because of these kind of calls.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, you gotta be a contact of mine. If you're not a
yeah,
contact, man, I'm not
yeah,
having it.
yeah. So that we may see that's good news. That's good news. So
That is.
another thing and I know that Alban kind of caught a Woody when he saw this article.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Back from the dead, VHS tapes trigger a new collecting frenzy. So, and on this, and this was
I sold about 6 tapes already. Oh,
and I don't know if people saw it. There was a Back to the Future VHS tape that sold for $75,000.
Wow.
yeah.
And it now again, it had to be in pristine shape, never been
Yeah.
opened, all that kind of
Right.
shit like that. But $75,000. Goonies and the Jaws went for $50,000 and $32,000. So if you're a bit of a hoarder like somebody else on the panel, and you have those old VHS tapes, you may want to take a look at them and do a little research. You may find that you might have a little something in your trunk
Little pot of
that
gold sitting
you
around.
might have a little pot of gold, and you'll be able to do it. I mean, so yeah, it's really interesting how VHS tapes and are kind of gotten popular again. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what happens with things like this. So,
It
um,
does.
so yeah, I'm wondering how many
I just
people have
want to see
VHS tapes.
I just want to see what I could get for my video discs. You remember the big record?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Those laser discs,
The
weren't they
laser
laser
disc.
discs?
Yeah. Yeah. Laser disc. Yeah.
So that was the prequel to like
That was
DVDs,
prequel.
and
No,
they
that
were
was
like
no,
they were big.
yeah, it was prequel to the DVDs, but it
Hmm.
was but I still have let's not forget about uh Beta, because Beta still looked a lot clearer than VHS
Yeah,
any
yeah.
day of the week, you know.
Yeah, it's just a cost. So yeah, if you've got some of that old stuff, you may want to take a look at it, do some research. You may find that you got some money in your house that you never knew. Um, I wish that I would have kept it because I know what we got. Just like most of you guys, folks, probably took it to Goodwill or you took it and just threw them away, or so many of those tapes. I had VHS out the ass because back in the day when I first moved into my place, my very first place when I was 19, there was no cable TV. So where we lived out in the country, no cable TV. So you had to go to the video store or buy VHS, and that was your entertainment. So I had hundreds and hundreds, and I got rid of them. So yeah, if you've got some VHS, you might want to do some research, and you may find that you got a little treasure going on. You might find an
Yes.
investment. So,
Yep.
Man, you got any VHS tapes at your place?
I had paused. I had muted them.
I may go
You
rummage through
there you
them.
go.
You have to go what?
I may go rummage through theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and I will say that reminds me of another thing. If you have old video games like PlayStation or
Yeah.
some of those old consoles, you could
Uh-huh.
take a look at. Sometimes you can sell. There are certain games that um,
Money.
are highly sought after.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, some of those PlayStation games can sell for a couple $100. If you
Yeah.
have, like, I want to say Final Fantasy was one that clicks to my head. One of
Mm-hmm.
the Final Fantasies was a couple $100. So if you have some of those, you may want to take a look at. You may find that There's some money in it.
Yeah.
All right, this has to do with money. So if we have any young people here watching the show, if you're trying to think about what kind of career you're going to want to go into, cybersecurity is at a premium right now.
Yep.
You're looking at over $200,000 a year for average salary for a cybersecurity guy. So with a master's degree in this. So if you're a young person and you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, cybersecurity may be one of the topics or one of the subjects that you would want to check out and to maybe do get some education in it, because there is some major money in
Big money.
cybersecurity. And
Big
I mean,
bucks.
they were talking about the growth. Growth was 350% in
Mhm.
in in cyber security, and I want to say that they were like at Google, and I mean, there's just thousands of jobs that are open that they need people for. So,
Yep.
if you're a younger person, that may be a thing you want to take a
Yeah.
look at, because
You got
there's money to be
kids,
made.
force them into that,
Well,
you
maybe not
know?
force, but maybe
Well,
kind of guide them, kind of
guide
a little
them.
nudge them.
Guide them there. Guide them
Yeah,
that way,
yeah. Keep putting.
better than making them a doctor, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, you can 214,000. Yeah, and get think about
Yeah.
this. If you're a doctor, you have to pay for insurance.
Right.
You know what I mean? The insurance to so you don't get sued.
No, but
Cybersecurity.
these guys have to pay insurance too, because
Well,
these companies today,
mhm,
you're the first person that hey, it's back again. Uh,
uh,
you're the first person they look at, when they get hit.
yeah. So, all right. So yeah, take a look at that. Take a look at that. One of the other topics we'll jump into. Some of our torrent freak topics, we tend to go this, and these topics will Torrent Freak tends to write a lot of articles about streaming and keeping IPTV and all kinds of different issues. So a lot of the um, ACE, in fact, the companies, the lawyers that are protecting the Motion Picture Association, the TV networks and stuff, they've been going after the IPs, so your ISPs, and saying, "Hey, block this, block that, block Pirate Bay, block all these different sites." And now they're actually starting to point their way towards the mobile networks. So your Verizon, if you're in the U.S., or if you're in Canada, it'd be Bell or Rogers. So they're starting to go after some of the mobile networks, and one of the reasons why is more and more people are on their phone to more and more people are on their phone watching content. And if you're in the US, a lot of people are doing that 5G. So say you're and you don't want to pay for cable TV, or you don't want to do internet through a typical IP, through Comcast or
Yeah.
something like that. A lot of
Right.
people are going with Verizon, getting the 5G, and then they find that their speeds are really good that way. So we're going to see more and more blocking of websites on the mobile networks as we move forward, and it just leads you to more and more people are going to need to get VPNs. In the UK, it's a given that you got to have a
Yeah.
VPN if you're doing our stuff. In the US, it's not necessary, but it's going that direction. Because I know we talked about it. A lot of ISPs putting software on their modems that will actually block websites or block repositories and different things like that. So, you've got to, do your homework to make sure that your device, your modem, isn't keeping you from going out there and going to the websites that you may want to go to. So, yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of that going away. I mean, or getting more and more difficult to get. I think they're one of the.
And- yeah.
Um,
Before you jump to the next thing, I
yep.
was gonna say, just want to just check the start stuff there.
The stars, the stars. I'll go from the bottom up.
Okay.
Sorry for being late. Yep, and I'm with you on that. A lot of people like to freeze the K word. yeah, if I'm wanting reliability, it's kind of, if you want reliability, you're gonna have to pay some. And again, it's not much, but yeah, it's just it's better for it's a better experience. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Thank you for this. Shadow did update to a new version. That was one of the other things I did not write down. They updated today or yesterday, was it? I saw there was a new version. So you may see some add-ons that use the Shadow base updating, or if you use Shadow by itself with no other stuff, you may see it need to get it updated. MP3 streams has been having some issues. I think that is a website issue. I'm not sure. Cman, have you seen the things about the MP3 streams not working?
I don't know much about it, but I was helping someone with a build and it was throwing errors everywhere. So
Yeah, and it was working. So I bet you money the website changed something, because it again, the MP3 streams is pointing to a website that it's pulling the content from, and I bet you money they changed the website. So the normal what the website what the add-on or scraper is doing is not working correctly. So okay, so one of the things about this, Dick, I'll say sometimes you got to be careful because, like, I want to say Wutu and Umbrella are the same. They're both Fen, or no, excuse me. I think those are both Venoms, if I'm not mistaken. So sometimes if you have two of the same add-on base, sometimes they will create an issue, especially because those three add-ons all point to the My Accounts
yes,
script. And if that's when you get a conflict. So you can't have all three. So you got to decide which ones. Umbrella and Ezra should work together. But like I said, I think Wutu is a Venom fork, if I'm not mistaken.
it is. And Ezra and Wutu are in the same repo. So if you
Right.
use those two, then
Yep.
you're fine.
Yeah. But then if you add Umbrella, which is basically a Wutu fork of both of them
A
are
Venom
both
fork,
Venom
yeah.
forks, then they're probably calling to the My Add-ons script, and that's probably what's causing the problem. So
Yep,
you
exactly.
can't have everything. You gotta, like, especially when you're talking forks, you gotta choose, especially the way that those call to that script, that My Account script, to link up your bridge, your premiumize, your tracked, all those things like that. And then Kit says there's a DNS block list for pirate domains on GitHub. Okay, I'll have to look that up. I haven't. So yeah, I mean, there's more and more stuff being blocked. So we're all gonna have to rely on VPNs more and more. So
Mhm.
it's just what it is. I did see a few things, the couple articles that I thought was interesting on the Torrent Freak site. A lot of smaller IPTV sellers are being cease and desist letters, and this was today's article. There's more of them that got, and they're not going after just the big ones, subscriptions. They're going after the smaller companies. So, if we may see some disruption, or, for
Mhm.
people that have subscriptions to things, you may see your service go down if they get cease and desist. So, again, if you are a person that subscribes to these services, you got to roll with things.
Mhm.
You got to roll with it. It's just, if you can't roll with it, don't use it. I mean,
Yeah.
because we've all had services that we paid for it, and all of a sudden it's gone. And if you're
Mhm.
not okay with it being gone and losing whatever money, if you paid a month or 2 months, 6 months, a year, whatever you paid ahead, if you're not okay with losing that, don't invest in it. I'm okay with it. If I lose $15 because it went down,
Listen,
fine. I'm
right.
okay with that. So,
Because you got to watch everything,
yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, yes, I like you. I look at it and I'm like, well, I watched the pay per view, or I watched the UFC, or I watched this or that, and if it went down 2 weeks into the month, I'd be like, well, you know
Mhm.
what? I got to watch all that stuff. I'm okay. Some
Yeah.
people I had 3 more days on my account. I can't believe I like. It's like, really. I mean, Hey, come on now. So,
Mm.
yeah, that was a couple of the big ones. Again, more stuff being shut down. Um, but if you read Torrent Freaks, don't get too scared when you read Torrent Freak articles. He's gathering a lot of information, but it's good information sometimes to understand what things are being leaning in a certain way, what types of blocks are happening, and it's good to know. I like it. It's a good site to kind of keep yourself aware.
Mhm.
One of the other things here where we're talking about leaning into your pocket, the EU as well as the US are starting to the ISPs are wanting to demand new fees from websites, meaning the ISPs are wanting Google, Meta, Netflix, and other uh, online services to start to front the bill that the ISPs are having to pay for upgrading the infrastructure to people's homes. The ISPs are wanting these companies to come up with more money to say, hey, Google, you need to pay for this kind of stuff too. We've got to pay. You got to pay. Um,
That's just
so
ridiculous.
yeah, well, I mean, I get it in a way that because the ISPs are saying, hey, you're using our our they call it the last mile. They're using us
Mhm.
to get to the houses, but then
Right?
the ISPs are having to pay to upgrade the systems so that the internet gets back. They want more faster speeds, as a
But
baseline
that's
for everybody.
but that's like me saying, "Oh, well, I have an old network card in my computer, so I want you guys to pay for it too."
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's a
You
true.
know?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I know that a lot of these big companies, your Googles, Netflix are saying, no, 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 no. We pay for our equipment. We're not paying to help put line because that's what
Mm.
they're wanting. The ISPs are having to upgrade their systems to get the internet to people's homes. So the ISPs are saying, hey, we want Google to
Back.
help pay for that. Um,
He's
but the
back.
problem,
He's back.
oh, he's back. He's back. He is just
He's back.
determined. He determined. All
Yeah.
right, so there you go. I got him again. All right, so
Maybe I should take that name. If I take that name, it'll get banned for sure.
yeah,
Uh,
Maybe
probably.
that's what I'll do.
What worries me with this though, when we're talking about a lot of these companies, and you talk about, uh, you want Google to pay all this and that, then you're going to then that means that Google and all these other companies going to have to come up with fees to
Mhm.
offset the money they're having to pay out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the money doesn't stop at the big tech companies.
No.
They're not just going to say, "Well, we'll front that bill," or no, that money's going to go
Mhm.
down into the end user.
Trickle. Yep.
You know that you're having to pay for that stuff. So this may be just something to keep in mind when you see about. This is in the EU, but in this article it talks about in the Senate. I think it was the Senate was moving forward with some. Yeah, FCC Republican wants big tech to pay their fair share. Um, yeah, well, I want we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, so you were seeing some of it going the other way. All right, this is a good deal, and Auburn found this for people that want a legitimate key, a genuine Windows 10 Pro lifetime license for $6.14. So if you're a person that maybe you somehow got a Windows 10 key or installed, but you don't have a legit key, this may be a link. It's right down below that you'll want to check out to be able to get a link for to get a license. That's a
Yeah.
lifetime license for Windows Pro.
Yeah. They even have 11 and 2019 and 21 there.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
scroll
good.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's Office. Instead of paying for the damn thing every year,
Yeah.
20, which is $100 a year, you can $27.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
So
That's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Here's 5 PCs for Windows 2021, Office
Yeah.
2021. $70. And again, if anybody that has Office 365, what's it, $100? I think
Yeah,
a
it's
year.
ridiculous.
So
I would never. I want to have my program. I'd hate for it to run out and then I'm locked out of my freaking files. Yeah,
yeah,
thanks,
yeah,
Microsoft. Uh,
yeah. They'll yeah. That 365, I was never a fan of
I,
that.
me neither. Me neither.
So
I
yeah.
refuse to run it.
Yeah, so yeah. So hey, this link again in the show description below. Check it out if you're looking for one of the Office things. You'll be able to get a genuine key and not have to worry about that little. If you're running Windows that's not the legit, you get that little warning and no background because you're
Mhm.
running a illegal copy. Um, Talking about TV shows, Handmaid's Tale season 5, the trailer of
Yeah.
it came out. And I think September
I
September
think
14th.
it's September. Yeah, I think so.
So September 14th, Handmaid's Tale is going to be out on Hulu and all of our streams. So,
Have you guys watched that? I've never watched any
oh
of it.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's
I'm gonna
good.
tell you. All right, honestly, I did. I was never a fan of this. My ex watched this show when it was showing each week. I didn't ever watch it. I saw bits and pieces. I saw an episode here, and I was like, eh. Well, then it won a whole bunch of awards a couple years ago. There at the Emmys, and so I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and watch it. The
He's
writing
back.
on this,
He's back.
oh my God, he is determined. The
Determined
writing
today.
on the writing on that TV show is fabulous. The acting is fabulous. So it's a scary storyline, especially when you start looking at some of the stuff in Texas, and it's a lot of scariness if you try to. But if you set that all aside, the acting and the writing is fabulous on this show. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, season 5. I'm looking forward to watching
Me
season
too.
5.
Me too.
So you never watched that, Cman?
No, never watched it.
Yeah.
You gotta check it out.
I added a lot of episodes of it, but
Yeah. Yeah, you know when all the good episodes are out. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a great show. Great show. Season 4 was a little something, but not season 4 wasn't
Mhm.
great to me. It was okay. But
Yeah.
the first 3 seasons was, I
Oh
mean, I
yeah.
was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this shit. So,
I did see
um,
Resident Alien is back for season 3, which is I
Nice.
love that show.
that great show and funny,
Great show.
very funny show. Yeah, Resident Alien. So if you've not watched it, um, very funny show, witty, really good show. We talk about this a lot, and that's Netflix.
We always gotta talk about Netflix.
Yeah, we got to talk about that all the time. So Netflix, we everyone's like, it's coming, it's coming. All right. So Netflix has, they're giving us a little glimpse of what they're going to do this. They're test marketing their their new system in a couple of the Central American countries already. They started that 3 months back.
Yeah.
So they've given us some information about Netflix will launch this new add a home feature. And they're going to do this in some countries. Again, this is not in US, this is not in the UK, this is not in Canada. So don't get yourself all worked up, and don't click on somebody's damn video that's going to be out this week talking about add a home is here, Netflix is going to shut you off. No, not yet. Just settle down. So August 22nd, they're going to do it in Argentina, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. They are going to try to implement new rules and standards about sharing your password outside your home. So we're getting a glimpse of what they're talking about doing is to add a new home is going to be $2.99 a month. So if you were paying the Netflix, whatever that cost is, if someone wants to use your account outside of your home, you're looking at $3 a month. So we're starting to see where they may be going, that price point that they're going to go with, which I think that's about where they're probably going to do. That they're going to do this, and again, Argentina, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras are the countries that are going to be implementing this program August 22nd. So again, we're going to see videos this week about this. So don't click it because it's a bunch of BS, just trying to get you to click on it. But they're trying to figure out a way. They're going to try to do IP addresses, device IDs, and account activity to try to determine, is this you or you sharing your account with other people? When I read the article months ago about, I want to say it's Costa Rica, Panama, and another country, they're struggling to verify, um, are you using this on your phone away from your home, or are you sharing your account with somebody else? They haven't worked that out yet. They have not got that down pat yet. Um, of course, IP address is easy to lock in. That's they can do that easily.
Yep.
But it's the problem with, that they run into is, how do you know if I take my tablet, and I'm on the train going to work, and I want to watch my Netflix account? So they haven't quite worked this all out, but we're looking at, you're talking to $2.99 when, uh, that's what they're going towards. So it gives you a sneak peek of where they may be going with this. Um, they're still working on it. Again, they lost 1 million users last quarter,
Yep.
and I don't. I think that it's not just one issue with Netflix losing 1 million users. I think it's multifaceted. I think, number one, there's too much competition, or there's more competition for
Mhm.
Netflix than what they used to. So there's more competition. They're struggling for content because of the competition. Other services are taking the content to their platform and not giving it to Netflix. Second, Netflix continues to raise their damn prices all the time. I mean, they raised it 3 times in 3 years or 2 years. We talked about it a few months
Yeah.
back. They've constantly raised their prices, and then we're in economic strap for the world. The world is in a recession of sorts, or pre-recession, and so people are having to be mindful of their money. So if you're running short of money, are you going to not buy groceries or gas, or are you going to, you know, cut back on your Netflix? And
Mhm.
so that's the choices people are making. So yeah, you're going to lose some customers. They still have the number one platform. I mean, they got more people than anybody. Well over 220 million, I think. But between all of these factors, they're not doing as well as they could or they did, and they're losing people. So it's not one thing, and that's why they're trying to figure out how they're going to continue to grow. Any thoughts on that, gentlemen?
Um. Well, you know how I feel about Netflix. He's the OG to me.
Yeah.
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't get most of my stuff from back in the day. And he was just trying to do the same thing we all are, and he was making money at it. So he's fighting whatever way he has to try to stay on top.
Yeah.
Let him. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a struggle. I mean, I know that the to me the continually to go up on the price is killing them.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Hmm.
You can't continue to go up on the
No.
price and up
No.
on the price and up on the price.
I
Except
I
people to.
feel I feel, and I want everyone to mark my words, that he's going to keep saying, you know, trying to force to go to the ad route and all that, and then he's not gonna. I have some strange reason. I have a feeling that
No.
he's gonna say, "Nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick to the way I am," and that's what's gonna bring people back
All
to
right,
him.
wait a minute. All right, so you don't think that Netflix is going to launch an ad-based program?
Yeah, yeah. I
You
for
don't think
some
so?
strange reason, I have that feeling
All right. Well,
deep
I don't
down.
think that's true. The reason why is Netflix and Microsoft are working jointly to uh, to create this ad-based system that
Right.
Netflix is going to basically create. They're going to they're working hand in hand with Microsoft
Microsoft, I
to
know.
create this ad-based software that they're going to be able to um, direct ads depending on what you watch.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is not going to let that go. They're going because this is
That's
the
just going to be
OG.
the way back in the door.
They're the OG is
To,
going to
to,
create
to,
this platform, and everybody else is going to copy what the hell Netflix has done on that front.
no,
I think.
the reason why I think he won't is because he's got a system right now that no one can duplicate. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
what do
of
you mean? They
they're
can't.
not
I mean,
because of the way how all the servers are
okay,
set up,
yes, yes, they
and
do have. Yeah, their
and
infrastructure is.
and 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 no one can copy that right now.
Well,
No one
true.
can,
Not now.
and so that's why I feel that if he said, well, let me stay out of that ad based thing because everyone else is doing that,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be the only one that's not doing that, and so now people are gonna want to watch me because there are no ads. Because I feel that there are people like me that I can't stand looking at an ad, and no matter what it is, I don't want to see no ads. And I think that he's gonna be the one to say, let's stay away from it.
But the
Just
thing
mark
is,
my words.
but Netflix is not forcing everybody to watch ads. If you pay for the other,
Yeah.
like if you're paying what is it, $19 in
Right.
the U.S. or
Hmm.
whatever it is for the top line Netflix.
Right.
Um, but if you're paying for that because they introduce an ad based um,
Yeah.
uh, package, that
Hmm.
doesn't do anything to your non-ad based package. It only brings in
Yeah.
the opportunity for them to sell to someone that can't afford $20 a month, but they can
Yeah.
afford $9 a month.
Right.
You,
I,
you, you know,
I I understand that. I do understand that, but
so
I
you don't
think
have to have
I
one or
think
the other.
he's looking for a way to get himself back more content because that was the issue that he lost a lot of content
Yeah,
because
he did.
everyone had to say, okay, well, it's only going to be Disney or it's going to be Apple or it's going to be Hulu
Paramount.
or
Yeah.
Paramount, and
Peacock.
he's going to find another
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He's gonna find another. I think he's gonna find another way, and because think about because he goes to so many countries with it. So what's he gonna do? Sit there and say, okay, I have to create all of these ads for all these different places. So in the Republic of Congo, where someone is watching it and they want to get it for cheaper for ads, and then now what? He's got to create ads for
No, no,
for
no,
that.
because it's just all right. I'll use this for example.
Hmm.
So when you're on the web, when you go to a website,
Yeah,
okay, I go to a website. The website is linked into AdSense or some other
and it's
ad-based
gonna
things,
grab the ads right.
and it so depending on who bought packages through AdSense, so they don't Netflix doesn't have to say, well, I need one for Conga, because
Right.
what it's going to do is it's going to check your IP address, and then it's going to go, all right, for that
Yeah,
country,
use this.
we have these companies wanted to buy ad space for anybody in our country. So that part of it, they're already doing that on the internet with all
Yeah.
these websites do it with AdSense. So
But
depending
I
on your
think
location.
that was the whole reason why he was staying away from all the ads before, and that's why I feel he's just not going to do it. It's just something I feel deep down.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well, I
yeah,
think that they stayed away from ads because they didn't think that they felt like we're bigger than all that. We don't have to. But when they saw
lost
HBO
all that.
Max,
Right.
HBO Max has an ad based. Paramount
Mhm.
Plus has an ad based. Peacock has an ad base.
Right.
Hulu has an ad base. All of them except for Disney. Disney doesn't have that yet, but they've already said they're
Wait,
looking to
Disney
do.
don't have ads?
No, they don't have an ad based
Oh,
program or
I didn't know
package,
that.
but they're
Okay.
going to.
Okay.
There's talk that they're leaning towards that too. So again, to me, we're dealing with the world is in a lot of economic issue. So
Yeah.
if I'm paying $20 for Netflix, if I can get Netflix for $10, and then I can get Paramount for $5, and then I can get um, Peacock for $5, and they're all ad based. Guess what? I get all three. I can deal with some people will say I can deal with the ads, but I get all three instead of me just choosing one. So that's where I think the Joe Public, not us because
Mhm.
we don't have to
Yeah.
deal with that, but
Eh,
Not at all.
your normal TV viewer has to make those choices. And I think that that's where people say, yeah, I'll watch an ad if I can I'll watch ads if I get all three services instead of me picking just one.
Mhm.
That's why Netflix is to me fine. It works for them as long as they don't force the ads on everybody.
Right.
Um, you can bet your money that Netflix could continue to go up for the non-ad based, but they've done that for years now, going up on the price. So
Mhm.
um, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just think that it's going to be a continuing because I think of all my family members that have Netflix, and
Mhm.
they don't do what we do because what we do is too
Right.
confusing for them.
Yeah, I
Yep,
So
know.
exactly.
they pay for
Right.
Netflix
And
and they're
and
happy.
that's why it's like I've been saying, he's the OG, and I still don't think that he likes ads, and he's gonna feel the same way I do, and he's gonna say, no, I'm not gonna go that route.
He don't have to like it, but when
I
he's
know
going
he's
to his
thinking money,
shareholders,
thinking his holders. Yeah.
when he has to sit in front of the shareholders, that's what it comes down to. When you are showing your profit and loss form, and you have that, we've seen the board meetings with the graphs and the numbers and all that stuff. When all of them are sitting down, it's all about the money coming in their pocket. So if we add this and we pick up some extra customers, we force people to, if they want to share an account, they got to pay $3 extra. Well, that was $3 more than what they were making before.
Hmm.
If it's, if they can get people to get an ad base, well, that's $10 more than what they would have got if the person canceled Netflix.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
it's because you're either the person quits it or they pay you half. Well, I'll take
Yeah.
half more than quit me.
Hmm.
It's
Right.
so I don't know. I think it's interesting, but again, we're not talking. This is not happening right away. I
Right.
mean,
Not at
I'm telling.
all.
If this happens early in 2023, I'd be surprised
Hmm.
because there's too many problems so far. This is not being implemented in the next couple months.
Right.
They're still test running it. I had one topic
All
that
right.
was
Yeah.
Alban. Did you wanna
Yeah.
talk about our
Oh
Plex? And
yeah.
that means we
Yeah. I
gotta have a
could.
drink.
Yeah. Everyone have a
Have a
drink.
drink. Gotta have a drink. We're talking about Plex.
Let me just jump this over here. Hold on. Oh, let's just go into this. Well, basically, Netflix. I'm sorry. I'm saying Netflix. Plex.
Uh,
Um, Plex has put out another update. Uh, I'm not sure if it's for everything because I know I got it on my
It's
Shield.
based on your server. It's on
Uh,
the Plex
okay,
Media server. Is
okay. No, because I'm talking. I got it on my Shield also
Yeah, because you got
because
the
it
little
came
pop
up.
up.
Yeah, I got the pop
Yep.
up on my Shield, saying that that it basically wanted to sync
Yep.
all my information around, which is pretty neat now. I just wish that uh, it would allow you to uh, uh, grade the movie that you're watching or show that you're watching on your Shield.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't
With the
allow you.
stars. Yeah.
Yeah, with the stars. I I'm begging that they would, allow that, but they're not. I really, really want that to happen. But it's a new thing here now that you can sync the state of where you are when you watched it, where you were when you watched it, and the rating.
Hmm.
So it'll sync it across your different devices for you. So it's
Yep.
just another update. So keep your
Kind of
eye
like
open.
Tracked, a little bit like
Yeah,
Tracked,
a little
a
bit
little bit
like
like
track.
Tracked,
Yeah.
where keeps track of what you're watching.
Hmm.
I did see the thing about where it talked about don't worry about your information, like, oh, they're paying
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they know what you're
No,
watching,
they're
this and
not. No,
and
that
it's
just
it
goes
but
to
it's
your back to your Plex account
yeah, it goes back
to
to
know
you, so that you're able to keep track
know
of
what
what
you
you've
track of
watched
what you
from one
watched.
device to another. Because
Hmm.
so say if you're watching on your Shield in your living room, and
Right.
then you go and get in bed and you turn on, let's say you got a Fire Stick in there and you got your
Hmm.
Plex, it it's keeping track of what you watched.
Right.
Um, but one of the things that I read it says it's not really tracking how far. It's like when you watched it.
That you watch it.
So
It's only saying watched and
right,
not watched.
right. So it doesn't.
But you see, but you got to remember if you have a Plex Pass
Yep.
and you load the tracked
Yes.
webhook, that
Webhook.
keeps track of all that for you.
Yes.
It,
Yes.
it, it says okay, it knows that you watched it. So when I go to play when I play something in Plex and look at it in tracked, it knows that I watched it. It knows how far I've watched it, and it syncs it for me, because it does the what's that other word there? It scrobbled it,
Scrabble. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So just something for
Yep.
people to understand that that's a new
Yep.
update.
Yep, and you'll get a pop-up like Alvin said, you'll get a pop-up that says, "Do you want to allow sync watch and ratings?" And you can say yes or no.
Yeah.
So, and mine popped up a couple days ago. So,
Hmm.
it popped up and I said yes, and but
Yeah.
it's just basically it's helping you to try to keep track of what you're watching and what you've watched and what you've not watched, as well as making recommendations. Because what is Plex trying to do here? Plex wants to be your hub to all
Right.
of your content that you watch, no matter what platform or what service you're watching it from. They want to be that hub where you start at Plex, you click over to Disney and you watch a movie, and then when you get done watching it, it brings you back to Plex. And then you decide the next program, and maybe that's on Paramount Plus, takes you to Paramount Plus, you watch your program, brings you back to Plex. So what Plex is wanting to be is they want to be that hub that you go to first. And this is just another step towards giving you that feature. That's how I feel like if it's another step towards this being your main program, not having to hop from service to service. Uh, uh, Plex would basically direct you to those services and the content too.
Hmm.
So and if Alban did mention, if you have a tracked account and you have a Plex pass,
Pass.
so you pay for Plex, you have a full whatever, you can add tracked to your Plex. And then again, it can keep track of already. You could have already been doing what they're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Uh, so if you've got tracked, I think you have to have VIP, maybe. I don't remember. But I know that you gotta have a tracked account and you need to have a
You have
Plex
to have
pass.
you have to have a tracked account. You have to have the IP
Okay.
with tracked in order to use
To
it
get
on the
to
Plex
get the
Pass.
key, because I think it gives you
Yeah.
API.
It
Yeah.
gives you an API, yes,
So
and and it's great because it automatically puts everything in the collected
yep.
on tracked, and this way you can know that okay, well these are stuff that I saved them from that I collected them on my Plex server, for
Mhm.
example, and then this way it keeps it separate from the stuff that I know I have on a DVD, and so it knows I have the two copies of it, and it knows whether whether which way I which way I watched it from,
Mhm. Yeah,
because you can
DVD
have
or
different whether I have the DVD or I have the Blu-ray, you can tell track that you have both,
yep.
and that's why I love track, because track really keeps track of everything.
Keeping tracked.
Yep.
Uh, uh, Cman, you use a Plex account or do you use Plex?
I use someone else's Plex,
Okay.
so
Yeah, yeah, and many of us. I mean, we have them, and then we also, since that's always the great thing about with Plex is you can have your own server, and then if you have friends that have servers, then they add you to theirs, and you add them to yours, and it's a community thing. So, yeah,
yeah,
we
I've
have.
got Nar's got Plex, so
Yeah,
and he gets a lot of the same stuff I watch. So
yep. Yeah. And it's a great service. So, yeah. So that's So yeah, keep an eye out for that, guys. One of the things here, streaming has jumped 24% in June to capture 1/3 of the overall TV viewing. And we've talked numerous times about broadcaster and cable. They're in trouble because more and more people are going to these streaming services. So now we're talking 1/3 of the people are
He's
now
back.
streaming.
He's back.
Damn it. Damn it, Jim. There you go. All right. I got you. I got you. I got you, boy. Um, so yeah, and so 1/3, and here I think in here it has Nielsen noted that the broadcaster's slice of the pie, broadcasters, so that's over the air, 22%. Cable TV is 35%. And now streaming is 30%. So 34% of people are streaming content over doing cable TV, satellite TV, or um, watching it over the antenna. So these streaming services continue to grow, and that's why we keep seeing more and more pop up. I mean, we talked about a month or two ago that and somebody else, another, it was two cable companies were going to create their own app, like a streaming service. Yeah, because it's like we're not making enough money on cable TV because so many people are canceling cable TV. Well, we create an app and have content, people will sign back up. So yeah, this is the pie here that is showing. So yeah, it's just interesting just to know that that's the direction people are going.
Yep.
Um,
They
you know,
sure are.
so it's happening more and more.
But how do you feel though that people are gonna, they're streaming their stuff so many different places, but all these shows are all in different areas,
Yep.
and they're gonna only want to watch it in one place.
No,
You
you
know,
can't. But see, that's where
you can't.
it goes back to
That's where we
Plex
are, right?
because
That's where it
that's
goes
why
back to Plex.
Plex wants to be that portal to take you to
Yeah.
Hulu, to Amazon
Hmm.
Prime, to depend on what show you want. Net Plex is saying, hey, we'll be that portal to take you to
Hmm.
these, and then you come back to us.
And,
Now,
and
if
no,
you're
and
like,
you're coming back to us, but you're still gonna see that if you have friends on Plex that they have it. If you don't
oh yeah,
have
yeah, oh,
you
there you
don't
go,
have
yes,
Netflix, or you don't have
yeah,
Hulu,
yeah.
but your buddy down the block has got it, and
Or
and
yeah,
you go
or
out
he
there.
has, yeah, your buddy knows how to get here. Your buddy has
Hmm.
the content, so yeah, it works out well.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is all. I mean, there's a lot being shook out here.
Yeah.
We're still early days of this stuff, but it's 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 kind of murky. I think with us, we're because if you use the K app, all the stuff is
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Right. True.
Uh, it doesn't matter if it's on Disney or HBO Max or Amazon or Hulu. It doesn't matter if you're using the K app or if you're using certain APKs. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But why don't everybody use that stuff? Is because some people feel like it's too hard to learn. It's too much work. It's too much maintenance. Um, so they're willing to pay for these services. But yeah, if you pay attention to Asgard or some of these other
Hmm.
add-ons, well then who cares which one of these platforms it's on because you'll be able to watch it without seamlessly.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's interesting how it keeps changing. I know a lot of people actually broadcast. More and more people are signing up for cable for antenna over the air.
Yeah.
There's more. That's actually in the growth. So cable TV is what's going down
Yeah.
because more and more people are like, I don't want to pay for cable TV, but I
Mhm.
want the locals. So they put an antenna up outside, and boom,
Yep.
watching ABC, CBS, NBC,
Mhm.
free.
Yeah, and and you're getting that you get that HD home run box or whatever,
Oh
and
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
set.
yeah, yeah.
I know I got one, and I have it on my Plex, so I'm able to watch any of my over the air things through my Plex too.
That's good.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
it only goes to the home user in Plex, but
Yeah.
I could still I could still let it record any show for me, you know, and it automatically puts it on my Plex, which is amazing.
Yeah, their home run boxes are nice. So,
Yeah, it is.
um, so we have another thing, which this was kind of an interesting thing. Comedians are finally taking on streamers, and this is kind of like a deja vu of back when Napster, when the music industry went
Industry.
after Napster.
Hmm.
And so now these comedians are like, wait a minute, our comedy acts and jokes are being streamed, and we're not getting the um, the revenue from it. And they were talking about Pandora being one of uh, the biggest culprits of this, and the comedians are all going after them, saying, "Hey, you're streaming our content, and you're not paying us." So, yeah, this is just it's kind of a funny little article when you think about that. Music, people are like, oh yeah, the music that they get paid for their stuff, but now the comedians are like, well, wait a minute, I want to get paid for your broadcasting my stand-up act. And Sirius XM has already been paying, so
Right.
Sirius has been paying, but Pandora wasn't. So we may see some fallout from this for the
Yeah.
comedians wanting
Yeah.
their money, saying, hey,
Well,
you know
maybe we're gonna have to get up and slap them. You know.
oh, dang. No, he didn't. So yeah. So the comedians wanting their royalties. So
What do I think? I got to worry about like Kevin Hart coming over and trying to beat my ass,
I think you'll be all
or
right.
Cat Williams,
Oh, got a little bit of Cat Williams. Lordy. Let's see. One of our tech things. I'm kind of almost at the end of our main topics. Um, one of our for our
VR.
Quest people, for our VR folks, Red Matter 2 is looking to really implement some heavy graphics.
Mhm.
They're looking to really push the envelope on
It's
the Quest.
incredible. Yeah,
They're
it's
really looking to
insane.
do this.
Did you look at that?
Yes,
It's
yes.
out of this world.
It looks like, all right. So, and this is Quest. This isn't even PC VR.
Right.
The way that I'm reading this article, this is on the Quest headset, not
Yeah.
the PC VR.
Right.
If anybody that's played Alex on PC VR, that Alex Half-Life is freaking phenomenal. And so Red Matter 2 is looking to do some of the same type of graphics
There was a
in VR.
video for it. When you get a chance, you should watch it. And
I will.
anyone later on should watch that demo that they show. It's just I was just in awe. I'm like, oh, I gotta load this up, because this looks incredible.
Yeah. So it's Red Matter 2. It's hopefully we're looking at some really cool
Yeah.
graphics. And
Yeah, it comes out in August.
yeah, August 18th.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see, because I mean, graphics, that is the thing. The Quest headset alone is not known for awesome graphics. If you hook it to a PC and you have a good PC, then you can get some phenomenal graphics. But yeah, Red Matter 2, that's something to kind of keep an eye out if you guys are into the VR stuff. All right, Auburn.
Yeah.
It's time.
Okay. It's time.
This was one from last week,
Okay.
and so
is that
I
the
went ahead and
review?
put it in there that review meta.
Okay.
Remember that was the one that was checking
Yes.
for the sites.
Yeah. That's why. I put it up last week because it was, we had that Prime Day and all,
Yep.
and but we didn't get a chance to show this. But the site it uses algorithms to check on the reviews.
All right. So I'm gonna do
For
this. I'm grabbing
okay.
a link because you probably saw that.
Uh-huh.
I'm grabbing a link, and so I'm grabbing the link here off of Amazon, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
go back to the site, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna paste it in there
Yeah.
and hit go.
So it's showing you.
So it's a
I can't see from
4.6.
here. It's a
It's a
4.6 there.
4.6. So it's saying that 0% of potential unnatural reviews, because we know that some reviews are fake, and sometimes when you're reading reviews of things, because it shows you the report card, suspicious reviews. It's got a few. I guess it has a few,
Right. Yeah.
but it does pass on a lot of things. So if you're
Yeah.
wanting to know if the reviews are legit,
Yeah.
because we've seen sometimes
Yeah.
some of these are fake, just kind of
Yep.
pumps out a bunch of damn. I was looking, I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to find something that's
Like
what about an trying to think
type
of
in like
something.
for a TV maybe like some one of those high sense 105
Ah,
inch
you got to
TV.
talk bad about a high sense.
Uh,
Man, Beach is gonna smack you upside the head. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna look here. This has got 1,800 reviews.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab. Let's see. I'm gonna copy that. Let's go back here. The Hisense. I can't believe Beach. I did not talk shit about the Hisense Beach.
I didn't talk shit about it. I just wanted to see, if it's really any good. Maybe, Beats could prove you wrong.
So on this, you're seeing 1,700 review ratings. So it was reviewed or had people
Okay.
rated it 1,700 times. And it looks like
Yeah, look at that.
there's no untrusted reviews. And again, this is
Okay.
it takes a look at if it's got short words where the computer is just making all these fake reviews. Um, created in a high volume day, so it looks at all kinds of stuff. So it really doesn't have this one.
Yeah.
Does pretty good. I'm trying to find something. What would be
How big
something?
was that one?
Huh?
How big was that Hisense? The size of the TV?
55 inch.
55. Okay.
You looking for a TV?
No.
All right. Let's see. What's some
Listen,
knockoff stuff?
I don't even have time to hook up my projector. You think I got time for another TV?
Man, don't even want. So let me go to today's deals. I'm gonna see what's on a today's deal. I'm looking to see if there's like one of these crappy. Sometimes you. Here's some earbuds. What about some of these cheap? Here's some $19 earbuds.
Okay.
Let me see about this. All right. One rating.
Okay.
It's only
All
got
right.
one rating. I'm not going to do that one because it's only got one
Yeah.
one person reviewed it or gave a rating to it.
But maybe it might you should try using that one. Because
But it
then
only had
maybe it
one
might
though.
see no, but maybe it was like something was copied in there
So
or something.
here's a Ja
Okay.
Sifu portable
Okay,
selfie
there we
stick.
go. Okay,
All
that's a
right.
good one.
So let's do a review. And again, this is a site that's just to check if the reviews seem out of the ordinary, and it's not foolproof, but it can give you an idea if you think that if some of the reviews are fake. So 3% of potential unnatural reviews. So it thought that there was something suspicious in here. Fails on some stuff. Warning: deleted reviews, suspicious reviews, reviewer participation. So it can give you some. So here it is where the phrase repetition. So where it says this stick, the stick,
Mhm.
great selfie stick. So basically, it's saying
Yeah.
it has some words or verbiage in multiple reviews for this one
Right.
product.
Right.
So yeah, if you're a
Okay.
person that's looking to buy something and you're wanting to know
I'm
if
gonna
if there's
really
some if the
investigate on it.
yeah. So this is Review Meta, and again, this is down in the description below. You'll be able to check it out and see if there's some fishy reviews that are in there that may be suspect. All right, this site. This is the voice generator. And why is it? Oh, here it is. All right, hold on here. So this is the voice changer. Again, the URL
Yeah.
is down below. And we can't demonstrate this because of us using
Right.
the video
StreamYard.
chat.
Yeah.
So StreamYard is using our microphones and our headsets, so you can't share it. But what you're able to do is change some words, or what you say. What you're able to
You
do
could
is
even like put text in there and it'll even speak the text for you. If you go use that on the bottom there, what was it?
generate
Generate
speech.
yes, screen speech from text.
Hmm.
And then you see up top there you can type the stuff in and it would generate from it.
So yeah, this is
No, if you grab that text, copy that text that's down there and you can paste it in up top, you know?
what are you talking about?
Oh, you
That?
already have yeah, oh you have text. Oh, I couldn't see that you had text in there.
So you want me to paste it where? I can't paste it
No,
here.
no,
This
no,
is
no.
where.
It's already in there. I couldn't
Oh,
see that it
oh,
was already
yeah,
there was already
yeah,
text
yeah.
up
You put
there.
it up here, and then yeah,
Yeah,
it'll read it out. I hit the button, but people didn't hear it because
right.
I heard it in my headset, but I can't
Yeah,
broadcast.
right.
But I used this last year or the year before to try to change my voice and to kind of play around with it. So you can do all kinds of different voices, and you can record it and then upload it somewhere so you can use it. Some neat little sounds.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
Okay.
the other one
Well,
that
we're not
I
gonna show that
oh
one here.
no, but
I
I
don't
was just
think.
gonna
Okay.
say I
Yeah.
did put a link to another um, downloader, but I don't want to talk about what kind of downloader is because we're on a
Yeah.
platform that may not they may frown
Appreciate.
upon me
Yeah.
and Auburn talking about a downloader application that you can
Yeah.
use for the platform we're using. So yeah, the link is down below. So if you're
Yeah.
curious about downloading content from certain streaming services, you may want to take a look at that URL and see if it may be something you want to do. Check it out.
Yep.
That's pretty neat. Never
Yeah.
seen that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is
Uh-huh.
I played around. I tried doing I was gonna do like a streaming matters and messed around with my voice because you basically you can record and then upload it. So it's a neat little site. It's something to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn likes to do all that stuff.
No, when I have time, I just find sites like
I
Uh,
know.
but I've been staying away from. I haven't had time to even play golf with you guys. I've been so busy this past couple weeks, and it's funny that I'm so busy and we haven't even had a play a pass show. We're still on vacation.
It's on vacation, and I'm getting ready to
On
go to the states
vacation.
in another week and a
Yeah,
half. So
can't wait to
you
see you.
yeah, I'll be able to head down to the states and you know check it
Yep.
out. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, no, none of that. You wanted to mention some of the events,
Yeah,
MMA type stuff that's on.
yeah. Uh, what is this tonight? We have Bellator is back. That's tonight. Uh, 7 p.m. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, 7 p.m. for the prelims, and main card is 10 p.m.
Bellator.
Uh, yeah, Bellator 283 tonight.
Someone will
Um,
have that. Someone will need to have that out on an add-on tomorrow morning.
yeah, but it'll be on the pay-per-views tonight if
Yep.
anyone wants to watch it. Yeah, this one's out of Tacoma, Washington.
Yep.
What else we have? We have tonight the ACA main card is at 6 p.m. ACA 141. I trying to remember what ACA stands for again, but I don't think it's here in the States, but it's at 6 p.m.
You say
Um,
ACA what? One?
ACA 141. Should have do you have that link there for it?
Yeah. So Friday. ACA. So it looks like it's in Russia.
Russia. Okay,
I'm
so it's
looking at
another
it. It
Russian
looks
one.
Russia. Yeah. Because it's um it's in Sochi, Russia.
Okay.
So that's an MMA. It's
Mm-hmm.
and wow.
Those guys
Looks like
are
it's got some
yeah, they got some fighters over there.
it's got
They're mad because they can't get back into the States, and so we get to watch them kill themselves over there.
13
You know.
13 fights. There's 13 fights tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a
Yeah.
it looks like a Russian almost every single fight.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Of
a
course.
couple of them that but it's
Yeah, they're serious. They're serious over there.
Are y'all doing
Magna
your
Dax?
VR thing, Dabs?
Huh?
Are you doing your VR thing tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to I don't know yet. We may. We may.
Yeah.
Or I may have Beach do it. I don't know.
Well,
It's
I
gonna
don't know how tired because God, remember those guys have been in VR all this time watching us here now.
yeah,
We'll see if they
those
do
are
it.
athletes.
Yeah, that's
Beach
true.
and
Yeah,
Roger are athletes. Come on.
they
They
are.
are
They
VR
are.
athletes. I am
Yeah,
so yeah, and yeah, they could
they definitely are.
shit. That when we were watching when the NFL playoffs was happening, um,
Uh-huh.
Roger and me and Beach was in some of those. Roger and I remember were in it for like 7 hours straight.
Uh-huh.
That we were on.
We were in that a long time that day for the basketball.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like
So
by
yeah.
the time I came out, I'm like, what happened to my day?
Yeah. It
Oh
is cool.
boy.
I'm telling you.
It is. It is a lot of fun,
Cman,
everyone.
Cman, I'm telling you, it is
You
quite
got it. You
enjoyable.
I
gotta
know
get
you're
it.
gonna talk me into getting one.
It's
I mean,
fun.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
listen, we will talk you into it because it's worth it. It really is.
And the other thing, I mean, so the gaming part, the gaming and social part is fun, but if you're a person that likes sporting events, but you don't want to go to the bar, there's nothing better than
Yeah,
putting that on and you're watching a sporting event with your friends
with the
and your
friends.
bullshit
Yeah.
and talking and especially when we have events like tonight. So you think about tonight, you're going to have the ACA and Bellator.
Mm-hmm. No, and
And
there's more.
and there's more. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We have Cage Warriors. Yeah, that is tonight.
So that's
Unless it
tonight.
was already.
No,
No, and was it already? Because
CW
if it was
141.
9 p.m., unless 9 p.m.
It was at 9 p.m. UK time.
UK time. So
Was that
we would have
CW
already.
you said?
Yeah, CW 141. Cage
That's
Warriors
wild.
141.
London
Friday.
today. So that's Cage Warriors. That's the Cage Warriors in London.
At the O2.
This event has finished. So that was
Oh,
9
finished.
o'clock
Okay.
UK.
UK time. I'm sorry.
Yep.
All right. Okay, that'll be it for tonight. But tomorrow we have UFC Fight Night.
Fight day.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not even night. You can't call it night.
I
Fucker
know.
starts at noon.
Yeah, well, that's because it's in London again.
Yeah.
Blades versus Aspinall. That's gonna be 3 p.m. Is the main card is at 3. Prelims are at 12.
I bet you
So
early
sorry,
prelims is
Rod.
probably 11. Bet
I,
you
I
early is.
I don't know. Maybe they might not have an early prelim. I
Oh,
don't think
true.
they do. It's just
Okay.
a prelim at 12. But that seems they must have a lot of fights on that prelim card, because if that's starting at 12
True.
and the fights are at 3, then
True.
they're just gonna have I guess the UK, they don't believe in an early prelim.
Yeah. I mean, we even have Nookie. She watches all the fights
Oh
with us.
yeah, yeah, she's great to have in there
She
with us.
hangs in there.
She's our nipple judge. You know.
Yeah, it's true. Again, inside joke, but
Inside joke.
yeah, yes, she is our judge of
Yeah.
nipples,
Yep.
and it's it's a great.
And you
It is.
you have to, if you want to find out about it, you have to get yourself a set of VR, and you'd understand.
All right, and so I want to say this about with people. A lot of people didn't want to sign up for a quest or get a quest due to Facebook and speaking that there's the big thing now. You do not have to have a Facebook account to have a quest. You can create an account and don't have to link it to
Link it to
a
a
real
Facebook
Facebook account. So you
or any
don't have to worry
Facebook
about that.
account.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah,
to. It's just an email.
add the face. Yeah,
So you can set that up. If you're a person that is a anti-Meta, anti-Facebook,
that was
you
me.
can go with the Vive. Whoops, dang it, I got him. You can get a Vive and hook it up to your PC. The Vive is not cheap. Starts at about $1,000. So if you're a person that's like, and the Vive is nice, you're hooked to your PC, so you got to have a good PC. So if you're a person that's like, well, I'm not Meta can kiss my butt, uh, you can go with
You're tethered to
you.
that PC
You're
though.
tethered to the PC, but you can go that route with the Vive, but it starts at 1,000. Starts. I think I've seen like some of the top end ones are $1,800 for those Vives. Like, oof. And whereas the Quest is $300. Yeah, I'll take the $300. Hey, think about this. You could get a Quest and buy a PC and do the PC VR with the cost of buying a Vive, and you still got to have a PC for the Vive. So.
Yeah. Okay, we've also have for tomorrow, bare knuckle fights are back. Tomorrow night. That's that is at what time?
8
8 p.m.
p.m.
8 p.m. So, we'll get a little break in between.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
more of those slap fights.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Slap
Those
fights
are
are
hysterical.
I'm
so funny.
hey, and I actually hit up Cman because it was a pay-per-view. You can't find it. I have looked high and
No,
low, and I cannot find the slap fights anywhere on the internet because I was like,
nope.
oh, I'll get it and we'll
No.
broadcast it after the fact. Nope,
Oh yeah,
you cannot find it. The
yeah.
only way you can get it is if I paid the $15.
No, but
If I
it's
paid
on. When it's on, we'll find it on pay per view.
live,
Live.
Live,
but I'm
but not
saying
a
after.
replay.
Oh,
There's
on
no
a
replays.
replay. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no replays. The only replay you can get is if you
If you're on the
pay
Fight
for the
Network, right?
Fight Plus. Yep.
Yeah,
Fight
Fight
Plus
Plus.
but it's like $15 a month.
Yeah.
Like, but some slap fights, if anybody ever watched slap fights, it is some.
Oh man,
Whew.
It's pure entertainment.
it is. It
Yeah.
definitely is. Better than the pillow fights.
Yes. Oh, way better than pillow fights. Not as good as Rough and Rowdy.
Not
But-
no, not at all.
Rough and Rowdy's still the. That's classic redneck. Yeah, Nookie said she hadn't seen the slap fights. The slap fights, you just got to
Oh,
stand there while a guy,
yeah.
Knocks the shit out of him.
Yep.
and you got to have your hands like this.
Your hands behind your back, and take it.
And if you flinch,
Mhm.
you lose
Yep.
it.
You
He
lose a
he gets
turn.
another hit. You lose a turn.
Yeah.
It is. It's.
A lot of them just fall straight backwards.
Oh,
Oh,
Too.
yeah.
they get knocked out. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they
knocked
get
out.
knocked
Yep.
out off of just a hand. I mean, getting knocked out is not about a fist. It's about your head. That
Yeah.
snapping your neck.
Yeah.
That's getting knocked out. So you can get knocked out with someone slapping you. I see Stewart's pointing out there's a couple pay-per-views. So that would so yeah. So you're lot, and I mean, you think there's a lot of UFC and cage fighting, wrestling? I mean,
There's
there's got to be
loads.
Yeah,
that stuff
there's
never
so
stops.
many. There's so many different, you know, promotions.
Leagues, yeah, promotions.
You know what? To talk about that, you remember that other show what was the name of that show that came out last season? It still hasn't come back yet. Heels. Was it
Yep.
Heels?
Heels,
You know,
yeah.
we're still waiting for that one to come back. You know, that
I never
hasn't come
watched
back, and that was a good one. No, you needed to watch that one. That show was good.
Yeah. And look at he's getting all computery because we're not having to hear the thing. Yeah, Albin's Mike. Yeah, he gets all. See, he got software so we don't have to hear the cars and motorcycles going up and down the road.
Yeah.
And so then sometimes it starts messing up. So, yeah, Shelly, the slap fights, they are. It's something, something. I actually, Blue and I watched it one time, and Blue's like, "What the hell?" And she got to the point. She's like, "We got to stop watching." She goes, "It bothers me watching someone just stand there and another guy slap them." She goes, "We stop."
My
You know,
wife thought it was hysterical.
It is. It is.
well, Blue's got a soft heart, and so it bothers her when it just when she
Violence.
sees people get hurt, like people actually get hurt. She doesn't. Animals hurt, bugs hurt. And she was watching, and those people when they were just standing there, she's like, "Stop! You got to." And we watched it for about 20 minutes, and she goes, "These people are just unreal." And I mean, their personas are almost like WWE personas.
Yeah.
Because their egos, they're talking junk, and
Oh yeah.
and they're just, and then they get slapped. It is, and yes, Ric Flair's last match is going to be July 31st. So, and that's going to be on Fight Plus, a live event. So, if you're looking for, that,
Yeah.
What Chuck is getting? Is Chuck getting a VR? Oh my God! Holy moly!
Nice.
Yeah, there's plenty of that. He'll be testing. Oh my gosh.
There's plenty of that.
Yeah.
stuff,
Porn.
Yeah. And hey, and definitely, Chuck, before you sign up, get with one of the guys or gal with Nookie and get the referral code, because what that does is you use that referral code, you get $35 worth of free games. You can use it wherever you want, as well as the person that referred you. So it's a win-win. It doesn't hurt you to use the referral code because you'll get $35 as well as the person that referred you. So it's definitely definitely worth it. So let's go ahead and roll because we're at 2 hours and my dinner's been sitting here getting cold. Look at this.
Sorry. I'm sorry about that. How is the? Oh well, you got the air on in the house. Just everyone, I talk about because we didn't even discuss the warmth outside, how hot it is.
People know.
You know, and I posted something in the streaming matters room, I think it was. But I almost killed this guy. I saw walking his dog out in that heat yesterday. I'm like, the poor dog had this look on his face, like, why the hell are you pulling me out of the house? You know what I mean? It's like, why? Care about your animal. If the animal looks at you and says, I don't want to go out in that, don't force them out into it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't understand people. You know? that if you want to walk out of the house, you put a coat on, okay, and feel like the dog having to go out and walk out in the heat, okay, because the dog is full of fur.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Being pulled out into that heat.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I don't
put a damn
understand
heavy.
people.
Put a winter coat on and walk
Put a
outside.
winter
See if
coat
you're
on and
okay.
go outside and see if you like it.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't
Yeah.
mess with that heat.
Take care of your pets. A lot
Yeah,
of times
you do.
people don't take care of your pets because the heat is rough on everybody.
Don't,
I mean, from
don't leave them
the
outside
States,
in the heat like that. Oh,
because we know from the States all of Europe, UK got folks are
yeah.
really struggling with the heat. So
Yeah,
stay
and
cool. Try to
and
stay
listen,
comfortable.
you guys out in the UK, I never knew a lot of you people don't even have AC. It's like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that. I really
No,
couldn't.
me either.
Oh,
There's no
yeah.
way we could do without it.
Nope.
I remember Nars. I was talking to him yesterday, and he says, yeah, no AC. I got a fan, and he says, well insulated house that does nothing but just creates like a little oven.
Oh,
There's a little
Oh.
oven.
Oh, because once it's hot, you can't.
Well, there's no babies being made right now, though. Think about that.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody no.
Listen,
No.
during the blackout, listen, okay? The blackout in the 70s here in New York, that's when they made the most babies.
I was going to take that down the left-hand turn, but I held off during the blackout. Hey, here he goes.
Well, I was busy.
Hey, I feel like I'm making bread down there.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, talk about Jerry curls,
Yeah, that was one of the quote. That was a quote from Jerry Curls. I feel like I'm making bread down there. So all right, so let's go ahead and go. Cman, any big things you want to, any topics or anything that's popped up for you guys or
Yeah,
things to
something just
point out?
popped up just
Yep.
now, actually. For anyone that uses Codeverse, there is a particular server that is down that is affecting Asgard, Magic Dragon, and Black Lightning.
Okay.
So those three add-ons, the standalone add-ons work fine, but it's a Codeverse issue. So it's, again, it's at the time of whenever they get it fixed. So
okay. So people can still use them individually if they would have to install them though.
Yes,
they would have to install a standalone, but most likely it's going to be fixed
shortly.
Probably sooner. Yeah, it'll be fixed soon. So, all right. And any other build information? I know that you talked about a build last week that.
I haven't had a whole lot of time.
Okay.
Not this week.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll out of here. Thanks for everyone joining. Cman, thank you for joining us and
thanks for
hanging
having
out
me,
with
and
us.
thanks for everyone that watched.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for everyone. And Alban, thank you for pulling together all the links and different information. And we're going to go ahead and go check us out in Telegram. The links are down below. Look forward to seeing people on Telegram with us. And it's easier to ask us questions, and we can answer your questions a whole lot easier on that. So streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. We'll see you guys.